So this is the Google Nexus One. It's a phone that's an Android phone, Android 2.1 phone, the only Android 2.1 phone on the market
for now
as of recording. That is marketed by Google and
sold by Google, but manufactured by HTC.
So it's in that sense it's kind of unique. Yeah. So we're gonna go through the hardware first, and first of all, it's a very thin device, which I actually kind of like. It's only if I'm not wrong, slightly thicker than the iPhone.
Slightly thinner than the iPhone.
Slightly thinner than the iPhone. And
just by a hair or something.
Just by a hair. And it's actually made of, not made of, but it actually has a Teflon coating.
Yes.
So the bad thing about that is it's a little slippery, so, the chance of you actually, just
slipping off your fingers, yeah.
Especially those accelerometer-based games, so you might want to take note of that. But, it's a very nice feel, though, you must really admit, and it's a very solid feeling device. This is a unibody casing, so that's why the device itself feels very solid. The screen is actually the highlight of this device's hardware. This is an OLED display, so basically, what this means is that you'll have a really high contrast display, and that gives you really, really strong colors that the things just pop out. Plus, at the same time, the resolution is pretty high as well. It's
800 by 480.
800 by 480, which is called the white VGA.
Yes,
right?
white VGA.
Yeah. So essentially, you get to see a lot of detail and you get to see a lot of color. So the display is just pretty amazing. Yeah. The display is a capacitive display, as most Android devices are, and even the buttons with the common Android phone buttons, at the bottom are capacitive as well. The problem with that is that on most Android phones, if you want to unlock it, you can basically push one of these buttons, and the display will turn on, right? In this case, it won't do that because it's a capacitive screen. So when the phone is off, the screen is off as well. So there's no way for you to unlock the device, at least turn on the display to unlock it, without pushing the power button on the top, which usually is not the most comfortable button to press. Yeah. Speaking of unlock, this is actually a pretty nice unlock screen, which is brand new in Android 2.1. So you can do this to unlock, and you can actually just switch to silent mode just like this. Yeah, so they eliminate the need for a physical mute switch. So let's take a look at the back of the phone. You have a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus
and flash.
LED flash. Yeah. Speakers, second microphone. So the reason for the second microphone is that when you hold the phone like this microphone will be used to pick up surrounding noise, right, that's around you,
and basically cancels the noise out from your whatever speech and voice and
Yeah. So which is a very smart idea actually. All phones should have this to basically noise cancelling in your phone. That's brilliant, right? And of course you see the HTC logo, Google. This is the battery cover, by the way. There's a 4GB SD card, comes with the phone itself. Micro SD card. The problem with that is that you actually need to remove the battery in order to remove the card.
And including the 3G SIM card.
The 3G SIM card.
Yeah.
For the SIM card, it's normal. It's not normal for you to have to remove the battery before you can take out the memory card. Okay. So at the bottom, you have here the micro USB port, which is also very good, and the dock connector, right?
Which you can buy the dock connector separately from Google or other dock connectors out there.
Yep, US $45. That's how much the dock actually costs. All right.
And that's the microphone over there.
It's the first microphone, the normal microphone. Yep, which is a very nice design, by the way. It's very I don't know. I thought it's minimalistic. It's clean.
It is.
You don't see this really ugly.
Yes, and I really like the connectors.
Yeah,
very nice, very innovative.
Yep, and so you have volume control up here, power switch, and the 3.5mm headphone jack.
And as you can see, it doesn't have like for normal HTC phones, right? It always juts out, But this is nice and flush down. Very nice.
Very nice design.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the software of the Google Nexus One. This is the only phone on the market today running on Android 2.1.
As of now. And
as most phones that's marketed by Google, they would actually make the device completely vanilla Android. They know what you see here is what you will be able to get at least on any other future Android 2.1 phones, regardless of manufacturer.
That's right.
Yeah. So I guess it's one of those things where they set a benchmark for Android 2.1 devices. So the first thing that I really like was the new widget screen. Sure, your normal one, you have 5 widgets, but one cool thing is that there's these little 2 icons at the bottom right now that it will indicate how many where are you, and at the same time will also allow you to quickly jump from one screen to another.
And if you notice, like there are right now 5 widget screens.
Yep. So what was the usual one?
The old one was free widget screens only.
Oh, okay. Unless of course it's the
HTC
phones.
Sense.
Yeah, HTC Sense, which has 7.
7.
Right. So if you notice, this is what they call a live wallpaper. Apart from the fact that the wallpaper is animated, some wallpapers are actually touch sensitive
and interactive. More in terms of interactive than touch sensitive.
Oh,
so you can
that's the correct
you can interact with it, and essentially you can. There are a lot of different live wallpapers that are available that interacts, or rather gets, let's say for example, your sound and whatnot, and it just reacts to it. So that's one of the cool purposes of live wallpaper.
Yeah, and some of the wallpapers, right, actually look very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the one with the space one, but
and there's some that based on the time, it changes color and
so show you a night scene or day scene, which is it's a little extra thing, but it's pretty cool. The menu screen has been changed as well, so it's kind of have a little bit of a 3D effect. But I noticed that after a while, if you use it, right, and if your phone is running a lot of applications, this one actually looks a little jerky.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's one of the problems. So the Android 2.1 keyboard, it's been slightly improved.
I think some of the symbols have been removed, and it's slightly spaced out a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
and there's this emoticon shortcut key which you can press and hold, and you can get a whole bunch of emoticons, which is kind of cute. The more major improvement, actually, not so improvement, it's actually a feature, is the Google Voice. So if you hit this and you say, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, and it will attempt to recognize it. It's not perfect, but sometimes it works really well. There you go. And in this case, they did a pretty good job at recognizing it. And
it gets better over time because it recognizes your voice and whatnot. So and one of the things that it requires internet connection for.
You might find that it's kind of useless, but I've actually found it to be useful because sometimes when you're running around, right, from one place to another, and you want to send an SMS, you can actually just do a voice recognition, and together with the second microphone at the back, it's actually done a good job, at least for me, to do noise cancelling and recognize my voice.
But though, before you actually hit the send button, read what comes out, because there have been situations where there's like I cheated on your wife kind of thing.
Yeah. But one of the cool things is that they've done with Android 2.1 is that the email application, which is the non-Gmail one, actually now supports Microsoft Exchange out of the box, which is pretty cool.
And previously it was supported with the HTC Sense from the Hero onwards, and I guess it's now available for all Android starting from 2.1. Not too sure about 2.0 though.
Yep. Those were some of the things about some of the features of the Google Nexus One. Now, one thing that we actually noticed with the Nexus One is
the touch for the screen is, for the buttons anyways, it isn't very very well done in a way that when you press on the buttons, right, you have to press it a little bit higher.
Yeah, you can't
to get it working.
The home button or how the shortcut button, you cannot just push the button itself. It's not gonna actually react. You need to actually push it slightly. Put your finger slightly higher than the button. You can't just push it. So which is a little annoying. So this is basically the Google Nexus One. It's currently available only online. So regardless, available in 4 countries:
US, UK,
Hong Kong,
and Singapore.
Singapore, right? $529 US, including shipping and all that. If you're in Singapore, the price will be roughly around either higher or lower than 800.
About 850.
Singapore
slightly
dollars.
Lower, and you have to remember when they ship it to Singapore, you have to pay GST to the what do you call it?
Customs.
The guy who passes you the.
Oh right, the courier.
The courier. Yes. That's right. Sorry.
So GST shipping plus the phone itself is about 850 Singapore dollars.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it for this episode of Gear65. You can email us gear65@tech65.org, or you can visit our website www.tech65.org. Okay then, that's it. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.